Hey friends, this is Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make Mrs. Wolfie's bold and sassy pork and beans. First thing you're going to need is a pint of navy beans or the dried beans of your choice. And I've put these in my crock pot and they're going to soak overnight. Okay, so these have soaked overnight. And I'm going to drain them and put them in this pot and add some fresh water, and then I'm going to simmer them for about an hour and a half. While our beans are simmering, I've been saving this piece of bacon just for this purpose. It is bacon, but it's mostly all salt pork because when we cured our bacon, this was a very fatty piece. So this makes it perfect for pork and beans, and all I'm going to do is put slices, or cut slices rather, of this wonderful salt pork, because of course it wouldn't be baked beans without salt pork. Now folks, yes, I'm going to do this in the crock pot, but if I had a wood cook stove, which I'm hoping to have next year, these are a winter treat and would go into the wood stove all day to simmer in the oven. But we're doing it in the crock pot because, well, A, we don't have a cook stove, and B, I don't want to run the oven all day. We'll set this aside. That beautiful creamy fat. That will be melt in your mouth after it's cooked with those beans. And now I'm just going to do a medium to large onion. Not an uber large onion. And I'm just going to cut this in slices. And I'm going to put these in the bottom of the crock. The only other seasoning we're going to want is about a half a teaspoon of dry mustard, and a teaspoon of our pink Himalayan salt. And last but not least, a half cup of our home gathered, home processed, beautiful, thick maple syrup. Okay, these have been simmering for about 40 minutes, and I'm going to do an old Caroline Ingalls trick. And what she would do is she would take a spoonful of baking soda and stir it in, and it would foam up, and then she would take a few beans and blow on them a little bit longer. When all these skins start to peel back, it'll be ready for the crock pot. Okay, our beans have been drained and rinsed. And now we're just going to take our mustard and our salt, and we're going to drizzle on our maple syrup. And I'm going to take a bit of hot water from the kettle and just pour in enough that you can see it rise around the beans. Give it a nice stir. And then we're just going to add our salt pork, or our chunks of fatty homestead bacon. And there it is. We're going to put this on low, and it's going to simmer all day. Now I'm going to add a half a pint of Mrs. Wolfie's Bold and Sassy barbecue sauce. You can add any barbecue sauce you want. I just like mine because it's mine. And we're going to stir that in there. I'm telling you folks, that is the ticket right there. Now I forgot to take out the pork chops that were going to go with this, but that's okay. You know, back in the day, this is what people used to eat as a Sunday dinner. We're just going to, oh my goodness, look at that. We're going to make Papa some toast, and we're going to go see if he gives us a thumbs up. So here's Daddy's dinner. Back in the day, you'd probably have cornbread or something with this, but we're just going to put some buttered toast there and see what he thinks. Here he is, home from work, chores are done, shower has been had, Time for Papa to relax.
Trying to.
So this is Mrs. pork and beans, but I used Bold and Sassy barbecue sauce as the... Made with our maple syrup and our salt pork.
Awesome.
Awesome. Now I'll leave you be. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying pork and beans just made a comeback in this house. Take care. God bless.